U.S. was completely transformed militarily during World War II. But they were still constrained by gold, right? So the Vietnam War in particular, as most people know, started to drain the U.S.'s current account balance, and France and everybody started to say, we don't actually trust your deficit spending. We want the gold back. So they stopped gold. But I think, in my opinion, this was a concern, right? So you see here, the Federal Reserve is buying more and more debt as the Federal Reserve is buying more and more debt here as the Vietnam War is raging. Right? It goes from a high of 10% of the balance sheet, that is 10% of the U.S. debt was owned by the Fed, all the way up to 18 actually. And then the war ended, but now look at this little thing. This is the actual total debt here. The reason this percentage goes down, the Federal Reserve was still kind of buying debt at the same clip, but the U.S. realized they could even issue more and people would still buy it. And of course, the price still went down and there was inflation. This was a rough time. I'm not saying it was like so easy, but interest rates topped here, which means debt is at its all-time low value here. When it's high interest rates, it's low value. Low interest rates, it's high value. Debt, the price is high. The writing is on the wall basically from here. So this is, in my opinion, when they really figured out the alchemy, that they could just issue more bonds and people would buy them generally. Federal Reserve could buy a portion, and the U.S. issues more and more debt.